Welcome back. It's Doug MPA. I talk about student loan debt on my channel a lot, and we all know about the student loan debt crisis. Guys, don't get in a bunch of student loan debt. Don't do it. And don't get a degree that nobody cares about that won't make you any money in the job market. Don't do it, you guys. Science, technology, engineering and math, accounting, finance, medical law. Get a degree in that if you're going to go to school. Avoid the humanities. Okay. And men have woken up to this. College attendance rates among men have dropped for the last 15 years. Less and less men are going to college, but women still keep going. Well, you're starting to see a turnaround because I found this article. Meet three people who landed jobs without a bachelor's degree and don't have to worry about paying off student debt. And two of these individuals are women. So maybe we're starting to see a turnaround. We're going to get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. I really appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this. Just meet three people who landed jobs without a bachelor's degree and don't have to worry about paying off student debt. Heather didn't want to be a doctor or a nurse, but she wanted to work in the medical field, partly inspired by the Grey's Anatomy she watched growing up, and partly because she saw it as an active and rewarding career. Her dream came true. She now works as an MRI technologist, making about $36 an hour, and $36 an hour is about $70,000 a year. While becoming a doctor or a nurse may mean taking out student loans, that's not something Heather ended up having to think about. Heather's last name is known to Business Insider, but has been omitted for privacy. Okay, Heather 24 said she worked part time to help pay for community college, where she earned an associate's degree in medical imaging and then furthered her schooling with an MRI certificate program. Not having to worry about student loan payments has meant she's been able to build her savings. She's able to afford a wedding without going into debt, and she's about to close on a new home. Otherwise, she said it may have been unlikely she would have been able to afford the area that she's in, and could have meant not being able to afford a new car when she graduated. So first off, she didn't get in student loan debt. So let me give her a round of applause there. And second off, she's married at 24. Had a wedding, no debt on that. Let me give her a round of applause for that too. Good job, Heather. Good job. We need to see more of this. $70,000 a year, 24, married, and she got her degree in medical imaging. That's not going anywhere. So if her husband makes a decent amount of money and she has kids, she can take some time off to stay home with her kids and then go back to an industry where they're always going to need medical imaging people. So good job, Heather. Great job. So it ended up being awesome because I'm not in any student debt, Heather said. As the job market and workers' needs shift, an increasing number of jobs are becoming skills based rather than looking for a specific degree. College just doesn't seem worth it to some people anymore. That trend is especially prevalent among younger Americans, according to a survey conducted in July 2023. Says that just 39% of Gen Z said advancing their education is important to them. So, so this Harvard professor says that there has been, for the first time in a long time, a narrowing of the gap between what you can make as a college graduate and what you can make as a non-college graduate. And so the so-called college premium has shrunk a bit. Heather thinks her wage is pretty competitive and fair. She knows she also makes money through TikTok. Of course, she does. And one thing she shares on her TikTok account is life as an MRI tech. Guys, why do women always have to share about their jobs on social media? I hope she doesn't do those videos. My life as an MRI tech, and then shows a whole day, shows what the inside of a work looks like. You can get fired for that type of thing. God, I hope not. Over 40 million Americans account for America's 1.7 trillion dollar student loan portfolio, with the fate of broader student loan forgiveness uncertain. The value of higher education and whether five or six figures in student loan debt will pay off is a topic more people, young and old, are mulling. I do think that there's a huge priority placed in pushing kids to go to college, even if they don't know what they're doing, just to get a bachelor's degree, Heather said. I think that's kind of a toxic and scary thing to teach kids who are fresh out of high school and don't know what they want to do with their lives yet. And I would add to that, women are being pushed to go to college having no idea what they want to do. Why do you think so many women get degrees? And what are the 7 degrees? I always say, guys, psychology, sociology, social work, criminal justice, some kind of studies degree, gender studies, African American studies, communication and education. That's let's think of any reason why a woman would get a degree in gender studies if she wasn't an 18-year-old going to college not knowing what she wanted to do. Because any sane-minded adult in their 20s or 30s would be crazy to go to school for gender studies or sociology or psychology. So it says, she says, it's been amazing for me to not be in debt. Good job for you, Heather. Sadie Shaw, a 22-year-old who dropped out of college after 2 months, has been doing just fine with a bachelor's degree. Shaw now works as a store manager at Plato's Closet, which resells gently used clothing, along with earning an income as a TikTok creator and selling fitness plans online. What is with so many women making money off of social media and TikTok? Don't forget, guys, women can do a lot of this, and men can't. So I'm sure she's doing just fine. But what's her long-term plan? A store manager at Plato's Closet? But hey, that's still better than her be $150,000 in debt for a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in social work. As she said that she quickly realized she could teach herself the kind of material being covered in courses in marketing and entrepreneurship without paying thousands of dollars to her state school. And 5 years later, she now makes an income that fully supports her lifestyle. It has been amazing for me to not be in debt, Shaw said. I have no student loans like so many of my friends who are $100,000 in debt and student loans just to get a job that pays $60,000 a year. And I love her honesty there, so let me give her a round of applause. Good job, Sadie Shaw. I definitely feel very thankful and privileged that I don't have that, she said. So, Business Insider has spoken to a number of borrowers over the past few years who have struggled to find jobs that would pay off their six figures in student loan debt. One 63-year-old borrower, Chris Fleshman, told Business Insider that he decided to pursue a bachelor's degree in geographic information systems later in life to further his career and earn a higher income. But he has since been unable to land a career in that field, and he cannot afford to make payments on his $37,000 balance. Geographic information systems? What the heck is that?
Jesus H. Christ.
What? I tried to better myself trying to get an education, trying to get somewhere, but apparently I did it too late in life. I have no criminal history, nothing but good employment history, and I just couldn't get a job. A growing number of local governments are working to boost job opportunities that do not require college degrees. The recent efforts in Colorado to expand apprenticeship programs, along with Texas community college system working to only fund programs that have high financial value post-grad. We see people remain hesitant and maybe a little skeptical about a lot of four-year degrees, Fuller said. So I think we're going to see more pathways opening up. It's because a lot of these degrees aren't worth the paper that they're printed on. Guys, look at your local state college and just go to the majors tab and look at some of the majors. You can get a bachelor's degree in ceramics. You can get a bachelor's degree in legal aid studies. What is going on? And you guys saw that that video of those kids from that college in New York that can literally make up their own major. And the last one, Derek Sims is another example of success without a degree. While he didn't complete college, he has had a full career of different types of work. He worked as a trucker, a bus driver, a transcriptionist, and operations specialist. For instance, he now does contract work in sales for a marketing agency. So, guys, all these women who have marketing degrees and advertising degrees, you don't need a bachelor's degree for it. Sims says he's grateful he doesn't have to think about student loans and said it was the key reason he didn't attend college, although he did try community college but didn't complete it. I love not having student loan debt right now, especially after I was let go from my previous job. Sim said, our workforce would be more successful if it focused on specialized training instead, especially now with where technology is heading. He's 100% right with that. I feel like I had a great and successful career by focusing just on the sales aspect of it instead of going into college and getting a whole bunch of things that might not have served my career as much at it as it has now. So Heather was able to find her job with the help of connections. She said, dental hygiene and certain types of nursing are two kinds of work where schooling could be completed in 2 years. If people are interested in healthcare, I would definitely suggest looking at a career college or a local community college for the 2 year healthcare programs. People should also check out the requirements that are needed. Heather said people considering medical imaging should be in an accredited program. Uh, you can go on YouTube. Uh, As the workforce continues to evolve and America's attitudes towards higher education change, it might just be the beginning of a new workforce dynamic that doesn't value a degree as it once did. And I'm the workforce isn't going to have a choice, guys, because people aren't going to be able to afford these degrees. And guys, Doug in PA has a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. But I got my bachelor's degree in 2006 and my master's degree in 2010. Since 2006, college tuition has increased by 200 and some odd percent. So companies aren't going to have a choice because less people are going to go to college, especially if they want to hire men. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.